Guerilla exhibition is a collective of photographers and visual artists who set up pop-up photography exhibitions in Dublin, which highlight the derelict and unused buildings in Dublin after the recession.
We come first in the league table for having the worst bank in the world.
There's bailouts for the developers and for the banks, but there's nothing as yet been done for the people.
And who's going to pay for all this? We've mortgaged the next generation or two. Who's going to pay for it? The working man.
The weakness of sterling, the weakness of the dollar against the euro leaves us in a very difficult position.
This country is hurtling down the road of sovereign default.
Oh, it's great. It's so exciting, you know, because it's short space of time, you know, to get pictures ready, and, you know, we didn't actually know where we were going till this morning, you know. So it's a totally new adventure for us.
I thought that it was spontaneity of it, how impromptu it was. It's got me gave me a boost to get down here and just check it out.
It was very exciting and spontaneous. Was that in Spanish and in English? And I think it's a great idea, you know, because you never expect it. I just went to my email last night and I saw it. Oh my God! So I had to print some pictures immediately. Unfortunately, I went to print, you know, good pictures, good prints. But I think it's a good chance to do something quick, to prepare yourself.
I didn't know what to expect, so yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. It was like a flash mob. It was boom, boom, and there it was.
There is no restrictions in the work that's exhibited in Guerilla. It's to highlight photography, to highlight spaces. We don't have any criteria that needs to be met in order to become part of Guerilla exhibition. So there's no criteria there.
I don't think so. I think it's very important to bring different visual arts to bring them outside the gallery context. I think it's going to be harder for sculpture or painting or printmaking to appear in this room, but I think there's a very big potential in incorporating whatever city has to offer, kind of even appropriating things that we take for granted and changing their purpose. I think, you know, I think it's a challenge for people who are sculptors, painters, or printmakers. You know, I think options are out there. You know.
I can see it working indoors. There's a lot of unused shops, in shopping centres, arcades around the country, so I can see how these spaces could be used to have a Guerilla exhibition, but I can't really see how it will work in a gallery context, as that changes the core foundations of what Guerilla is. It's supposed to highlight unused spaces, and also the gallery changes how images are perceived by people too, so I'm not too sure how it could work in a gallery context.
Oh, totally. It's huge potential. Well, we are living in times where gallery has really very fixed meaning, and when people want to see art, they instantly associate looking at art with wide cube context. You know, I don't think this should be happening anymore. You know, I think having maybe disrupting the order a bit, changing the way people think about disseminating the art, the way it's being delivered to people, it's very important. And, you know, as I said before, I think there's a big potential on the streets, like street environment and what city has to offer in terms of art making or putting photographs on the wall. It's amazing, you know.
I see it as being a viable exhibition space. There are a lot of unused places, and already we've seen the success of the Guerilla exhibition over the past few months that it's only been in existence, so I can see definitely that it is a viable exhibition space.
think it depends on the point of view, because you know I can come up with examples like Wolfgang Tillmans, which is like very. He used to be a very controversial artist in the way he was putting pictures on the wall. He was so-called genre buster, and despite of sort of contesting contemporary notion of photography, he was also contesting the way pictures are put on the wall and they're being installed. So I think it could be successful in the gallery context, but it could be a problem, I think, in a way, because I remember Banksy, who put his picture in, I believe it was Tate Modern in England, when he literally smuggled pictures through security. He put it beside some old painter's work, and I'm not sure how it ended up, but I believe he had some legal problems later, but he definitely got attention, you know, in the media. I think I'll be in favor of incorporating vacant city spaces for a Guerilla exhibition rather than changing existing exhibitions or maybe disrupting existing exhibition, which could be an interesting idea, but I think it couldn't be long lasting, I suppose. It wouldn't bring anything in long term, you know? So, I mean, I don't think works can be framed.
I think graffiti artists as a whole will probably be interested in this idea of contemporary art on the street. They're artists as well, and they're using the streets to show their art, so there could be a way of collaboration between graffiti taggers and ourselves in the future maybe. Street art now could include the likes of Guerilla exhibition as well as graffiti art. People that are putting up stickers, people that are, you know, changing facades of buildings like that. I think it all kind of fits under the same umbrella.
It definitely contests consumerism aesthetics we see so often in the city centre, you know. So I think that should be rather seen. That should be seen as something that benefits city's aesthetic landscape, you know, rather than vandalism. You know, people should appreciate it, I think.